spirituality for a long time. And you have met a lot of people, and today there are approximately 50,000 AuraTransform people around the world. You have grown up a lot of competence on these areas. How have this influenced you?
I don't know whether it has influenced me or not, because from the beginning I was not focused on working with those things. I was not focused on working with spirituality. I was an astrologer, and I started reading and studying astrology very early. So I thought it was a very big interest for me, and that was enough. I didn't know about healing and regression therapy and all that stuff. So in fact, I met my spirit, you could say, because I got ill, very ill. In fact, I got really sick for 3.5 years back in time. I was around 28 years old, and I was working in a bank. I had worked there for maybe 9 years at that time. And suddenly I got so sick, and that was because my soul aura structure, it just couldn't withstand this spiritual energy coming from the outside any longer. And I didn't know about spiritual energy, and I didn't know very much. But suddenly I got so clairvoyant. I had all kinds of messages coming into my head, while at the same time having so much pain in my body. And you could say that I had to fly away, just move out of my body, because it was so painful. So I didn't need to take any drugs, any kind of drugs, because I had all this interesting stuff right outside my body, and no aura. So within 3.5 years, where I was really sick, and I was visiting the hospital several times, and lots of alternative treatment was tried out without helping me. I suddenly had this information about having a new, not aura structure, but a kind of protection around my body. So I had a friend helping me, and I didn't know what it was all about. I just knew that I was very unprotected. And when she helped me, I had this kind of energy, a new kind of energy layer around my body, and it turned out to be an indigo aura, which I didn't know at that time. And it was so protecting, and it was so magnetic, so suddenly I could just attract almost anything in my life. But I couldn't do it on my own. I could attract the energies, but I just couldn't hold the energy around my body. So I had another person to help me, connecting this energy to my physical body. And that was
an aura mediator, wasn't it?
No, in fact, she wasn't an aura mediator, because I knew nothing about aura transformation at that time.
No.
She was a very good healer, and she had a very strong capacity, you could say. So she could materialize, not just manifest, but materialize this energy around my physical body. And she went into trance when she had her hands on me. And I was very much awake, because I was so clairvoyant at that time. So I could see what was happening, and I could see this indigo aura just being built up around my physical body. It was so strange, And suddenly, I had clients coming for healing, and I was an astrologer, so I made lots of horoscopes during those years. And suddenly all my clients, they wanted to have this kind of transformation that they just knew that I could help them with. So I just didn't understand anything. So in fact, I wrote my first book about aura transformation when I had the phone ringing, I think 100 times in one day, and I got so tired of all those questions. And I thought, okay.
What year was this?
That was in 1996.
1996.
Yeah, so it's many years ago.
And from there, it has really just
developed, and all the people, journalists were working on those spiritual magazines. They thought that I was crazy, because how could I channelize this energy? And was it coming from Jesus or Sananda or Mother Mary? And I just knew that it was coming from me, from the inside. But I didn't know that I had a kind of spiritual energy inside me that had a language of its own. So, So I just couldn't confirm that it was coming from Jesus. And then they thought that I was crazy. So for many years in Denmark, I had lots of problems. They really thought that I was weird. But that became the dawn of our transformation. And during the years, lots of people in the whole Scandinavia have been so attracted to it because it had helped them. So in fact, AuraTransformation has been spread out, not because of me, because I was the bad girl or, in the class, but it has been spread out because lots of very good and intelligent people, they have been talking about this and telling about it to their friends and colleagues, and suddenly it just developed. So today we are in, I don't know how many countries. My books have been translated into
6 languages?
They are in 6 languages, translated into 5 other languages. So things develop.
Yeah.
And we are now entering a new country soon, which is not in. It's a Scandinavian country, Finland. So,
Great.
very exciting.
Thank you very much.